One of the beautiful things about van life is, oh, big truck, it's gonna be loud for y'all. Wait for it, wait for it. Beautiful thing about van life is that we pulled up to the spot in the pitch black. Like, we had no clue what our surroundings looked like. And when Sheldon has finished flying the drone here, I'll show you. Actually, we'll show you. Boom. But we pulled up and we're surrounded by mountains. And we did not see any mountains when we pulled up in the pitch black. So what a nice treat. Gonna go make some coffee and have a day. Sheldon, what do you think of the camp spot? What do you think of the camp spot? It ain't Venice, but cool, man.
Trin has been amazing.
What the frick?
So listen, I got mixed up a little bit.
Oh, puppy. Can't wait. Calgary, Banff. Oh, that's
really, eh?
That's it. I've had coffee.
We made the board, eh?
We made the board.
Little piece of us. If you're ever rolling through here, come find our pin.
Yeah. We are checking the levels of the audio to know really if it's gonna be usable. And yeah, like, you know, like I told the guy, like, man, like I'm walking over here taking pics at proposals. You know, Tony, when we drive through Utah, proposals in Utah, I'd love to do one. If you're from Utah, everyone hit me up on EIG, BANFFPHOTOGAREPHY. 80 miles per hour of like, why are we driving 90 kilometers per hour in Banff? We're driving 80 miles in Utah.
You're living here.
What the frick? I don't even know if Trent can go that fast. I'm just joking. We are driving from Salt Lake almost all the way up to the border of Canada, so figured it'd be a good time to do an Ask Me Anything. Maybe leave a question, comment right here. Yeah, I'll be happy to answer that for you. Got 12 more hours, man. Making miles. We're flying.
We're gonna be there early.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some editing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I think we'll just have some fun. I think it's just make some miles. We're gonna answer some questions. We posted something on Instagram like an hour ago.
Yeah.
We probably got 100 questions.
We got a bunch of questions.
A lot of questions. You guys are curious.
So big,
you're like me.
Big AMA. We'll have like a photography session,
oh,
business session, life session.
Okay,
you know?
all right, easy. I don't got these answers, man. You're making it sound so easy. 1, 2, 3. I'm Bronco. Trinity's doing great. The trip has been amazing. I think inevitably with van life, there comes a lot of like things falling apart, screws popping out of things, water tank freezing, the propane tank, like a lot of things happen. I think one thing for me, I just didn't come prepared. I didn't come with tools, I didn't come with all the backup pieces and things. So that's definitely a learning experience for this first trip. But other than that, yeah, Trin's been driving amazing. We've been getting a lot of miles out of her. So yeah, it's been great. Ooh, I think just the freedom of like being able to drive the van wherever I want to, sleep in it and wake up in that place. So especially for photography, if I want to go somewhere and take sunrise photos, I could drive there in the middle of the night, wake up there comfy, cozy in the bed, wake up and take photos. Like I think it just comes with that inevitable freedom. And especially in the world we live in today when things are so expensive, to have Trin to be able to just know I could live in her if I need to, that's the best thing ever. The least part, it just probably is just getting uncomfortable with needing to be like, being able to fix things, being able to really think on your feet, dealing with adversity. It's the uncomfortable things that come with it that are gonna maybe make me a little nervous, but ultimately make me grow as a person and get better at doing a lot of things. So I grew up around Crystal and Jasmine. They're known online as the Van Wives. So I was friends with them in high school. They became friends with Lee and the other van life community. And then through the Van Wives, they introduced me to Lee. I started hanging out with Lee, fell in love. Lee's the best person ever. We miss her very much. But then she introduced me to Eamon and Beck, and she knew that I would get along with them like peas and carrots, and we've been buddies since then. So yeah, introduced to them by Lee, and that was probably in 2020 or something like that. So is she cool? You know, we're getting closer to Canada when we're gotta get the puffy jacket out. I've traveled to a lot of beautiful places, but Banff is just my dream place to live. I love living there. The mountains there, the lakes there, the hiking, the photography. So no, I don't think I'm ever gonna reconsider living in Banff at this point, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna travel around the world. I've always thought about buying a van. Like it was always me on different like Instagram pages looking at cabins and van life and watching YouTube videos and talking to all my friends that are in the van life community. And that's a big element of it. A lot of my good friends have vans and have done van life and have lived and traveled around the world. You're the culmination of the 5 people you spend your most time with, and a lot of those people for me for a while are van life people. So I think, yeah, it just fits my lifestyle as an outdoorsman, as a photographer, as someone that doesn't really like to be stagnant or stay in one place for more than a little bit. So yeah, we're coming to Germany, folks.
We are.
I'm kind of going with the flow. Like, we got the van a month ago. We've already driven it across Canada. I'd love to get down to Mexico and go visit my friends in Baja. I'd travel everywhere if I could, but I think we're heading back to Banff now, go do work for a little bit, and then it's going to reassess and make some plans from there. So what was the question? I'm very much the type of person that goes with the flow. So if I feel compelled, or if a photo opportunity or some work would potentially bring me to somewhere, oh yeah, for sure, I'm going to be quick to jump on that. But keeping in mind, we're going to the dead of Canadian winter soon, so can't wait.
That's it for van life.
From you. Yeah, stranger, hop on in. We're gonna be eventually starting to roll out some courses, some like online educational material. That's down the road, but if that helps, absolutely, you'll be able to tag along in that way. But in the future, we might do some more like collabs, might do some things where you can come meet me in a location and shoot. If you're ever in Lake Louise and I'm around, send me a message, send me a DM. So I actually have it right here. Oh, so I have the GoPro Hero Max. That is the 360 camera that I use for the videos that you guys see on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. What's cool about this is you have the front camera that looks at everything in front, the back camera that shows the rest, and it creates that full 360 effect. So when I send that to my editor, he clips it together and decides kind of what you guys see, which is really cool. So the GoPro Hero Max. I think that before anything to do with giving you business advice, oh, puppy, hello, you're all right. Sorry, we got friends. He's looking for advice too. So I'd say before I give business advice, I think the biggest thing, first of all, is that you're out using your camera every single day. Go shoot, go have fun, fall in love with it. If you are getting good material, you're growing as a photographer, I think the business part of things kind of happens organically. It's such a general question. I'd say the biggest advice is just understanding yourself, doing a personal audit of what location you're shooting in, what services you're offering, what kind of creative avenues and what type of work inspires you. And then out of all that, developing a marketing plan that speaks to clients that might be looking for those kinds of services. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really big question. I think there's a lot of different things I need to know to understand your situation, but send me a DM, I can help you out. Yeah, I really haven't explored too much. I have friends that have Sonys, I have friends that have Nikons, I have friends that have Fujis. All cameras are so good nowadays. It's really just what you're comfortable with. For me, the interface of Canon systems, the way that it handles the color, how I've gotten used to editing CR3 images out of a Canon, it's just what you're comfortable with. So for me, that's just what I've done, but who knows, if another brand advances cameras in the future that I need to switch over, I might. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I have a lot of fun editing my photos. I don't have any presets for sale right now. It'll come, patience. But yes, I will start to drop some presets and kind of show you guys how the cookie is made. I do use a 35mm. I use the Canon RF 35-1.8. It's a good macro lens. It's really nice and low light, giving vibe, getting that good depth of field. Not really for my work that much. Prime lenses are hard when I'm shooting in the mountains in the style that I shoot in. So it's more like personally when I'm just going to restaurants or walking around or street photography, the 35 is amazing. So yeah, I rock that. I generally use the continuous eye tracking. Just in Canon, it does a really good job of just getting the eye of either the person, the animal, whatever it is that I'm looking to capture. So the continuous eye tracking. And then if I need to, for certain types of things, I'll put it in manual, or I'll just do spot focusing. Yeah. I don't have a name for that yet. So I don't know if you guys want to name it, maybe in the comments, just start to name that. But I kind of think it's like a vibey, matte, warm tone. I don't know. Thanks for acknowledging it. So probably coming up on 42 years. No, I'm just joking. I've been a professional photographer as like my career for like 5 years, 6 years. And then prior to that, it was always as like a side hustle. I'd have my 9 to 5s, then I'd go use my camera kind of for the 6 to 10s, if you'd say, yeah. The best place to start as a beginner photographer is bring your camera everywhere. Get weird, like bring it to family gatherings, bring it to church, bring it out for dinner, bring it to the coffee shop, to the grocery store. That's the best way for a beginner photographer to make the steps up, because you're gonna learn to shoot in these different situations, and it's just gonna make, when you do get paid gigs, it's gonna build your toolkit so you'll be able to have way more offerings for your services, because you won't shy away or get nervous from anything. You'll be like, oh yeah, I've taken a photo in a crappy coffee shop lighting situation, or oh, and that hockey rink with the flashy lights, I know how to deal with that. So yeah, I'd just say use your camera every day. Ooh, I have a lot. I won't get too specific, but I would love to go down to like Chile, Patagonia, Fitzroy, a mountain range, and take photos down there. Basically anywhere in Central to South America. I lived in Costa Rica once upon a time, but I'd love to go back there. You know, Brazil, Peru, Asia, yeah, actually, like going over to Japan, like Germany and Europe, and documenting, I guess everywhere. So I guess I'd say yeah, everywhere in the world. Maybe the Yukon, yeah.
It's only, what, 10?
Yeah, 9:06.
Oh, 9:06.
Yeah.
That's not that late.
Wallet.
We only have 6 more hours of driving, yeah.
Oh. Don't say it out loud. 20 hours of driving today. 14, 6 to 15. Trin has been amazing.
Good girl, Trin.
Let's quick little round of applause if you're watching at home.
Thank you, Trin.
We're getting some gas and then heading north.
Maybe a treat.
Head north. Yeah, maybe a little treat. We deserve it. It's all garbage. We just got chips everywhere. How are you? Want to check off the being? Yeah.
A little easier to hear you.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
We did it.
Made it back to Canada. A lot of driving.
You looked at the time.
I haven't looked. Oh no, I hadn't looked. We're trying not to. Trin doesn't have a clock up front here. We're just trying to forget about time existing, just so we just can continue driving.
Yeah.
To get back, so I can sleep in my comfy bed, and Sheldon can sleep in my sister's nice guest bedroom. Both have some amazing showers, laundry, fresh food, home cooked.
What? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll recap in the morning. What do you think?
Might recap in the morning. We got some more questions to answer.
We got some more questions to answer, but
we'll find a pretty place.
yeah, we'll recap in the
Answer
morning.
some questions. This doesn't look like Banff.
Vlog. We didn't make it.
Yeah.
Came out about 3 hours and 45 minutes short of Banff. It's midnight now. By the time we get to Banff, it's almost 4 a.m. We're in a nice comfy Walmart parking lot.
My favorite.
Beautiful scenery in comparison to what we've just done on this trip. Sheldon, you got your bed set up?
Got big bed set up.
Good for you, bud.
All comfy down here. How about some rapid fire?
Oh my gosh,
for
I
the
want to do
people.
it?
Yeah.
Let's see how this
We'll
goes.
run through some rapids.
See how this one goes, folks. Canon R5 with the 28 to 70 f2. Sheldon's my videographer, my editor, and a good buddy.
Oh yeah,
Good buddy of mine.
It leaves a lot to the mind.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters to really speak to my sexuality, but I am straight. Zach, sorry, no. I'm based in Banff, Alberta. I'll travel wherever. If the project makes sense, if what you want me to come photograph makes sense for what I do, and all that stuff works with my schedule, yeah, I'll come wherever you want. Go to Antarctica? Sure. Mars? Maybe. Hey, Mom. Love you, Mom. I don't know if she knows what AMA means, but she's like, hey. Hi, Mom. No.
Really?
No snoring. No. They're expensive.
Not even like a disposable?
Yeah, okay, send me your address.
Perfect.
We good? Down a lens cap, guy.
Down a lens cap.
Yeah, they're dropping like flies.
Walmart's looking real pretty this morning.
Yeah, nothing that keeps you humble like a good old Walmart camp out. Good sleep. Lethbridge, beautiful as always.
I don't know that's serious.
No, Lethbridge is, you know, it's okay.
It does the job.
It does the job, man. Yeah, no, it slept like a rock. And now we're gonna hit the road, do this last little push until we get to Banff. I need coffee.
If we leave
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, welcome, chef. Thanks to our sponsors, Athletic Brewing. We got a Run Wild IPA right here. All right. So I can't remember where we left off last. I think we were in Lethbridge. We got back to Banff, got clean, had a shower. Sheldon surely needed it. He was getting a little smelly. But now we're back in my kitchen. We got some yummy bok choy. We got some tofu. We got a bunch of ingredients here. We're gonna whip up something yummy. While I do so, I have a nice list of questions on my teleprompter above you here that I'm gonna read off and try to help y'all out. Let's get into it. This one Sheldon puts in like a music. Puts a little bit of B-roll. So yeah, so I began getting paid for my work kind of organically. Like I feel like that happens a lot for photographers is you don't necessarily go into it gung-ho, the blazing, thinking about it as a business. You're just more enjoying the art of creating photos, making memories and all that stuff. So I always had a camera, messed around with it, took photos of birds and moss and landscapes and whatnot. And I think it wasn't until I got like my first nice camera, I think it was a Canon Rebel T6i, that I had a couple people say, oh, can you take a photo of me and my family? Or Nick, can you take a photo of me and my dog? That I was like, yeah, sure, like 20 bucks. And then naturally over time, you do more of those, you start to charge more, and then it just kind of progressed naturally in that way. So not some big master scheme, but things just kind of fell into place naturally. I think a big part of the business, and not trying to make me the face of it and it all be about me, but I think a big part of it was just having some transparency. So if you book Banff Photography, you know that Nick is going to be your photographer, and just have that level of transparency and approachability where it's like, if I hire this company, this goofy guy on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram is going to be my guy. So I think just having that level of like openness was definitely, there's some intention that goes into it. With that being said, it can be a little bit limiting if we decide to scale the business and move things in different directions. But I think for now, yeah, we would definitely put a little bit of thought into that. Yeah, it really depends on the time of the year. Like for the summer, for example, I'm so slammed that there's days that I have 8 photo shoots, the next day I'll have 7, the next day I'll have 9. On average, you know, over the course of a full year, I don't really take much time off. I'd say about like 12 to 14 sessions a week, but that depends. Some weeks I could be doing a couple weddings, or if I'm shooting a conference or have like a larger event, that'll take up a lot of my attention for that particular week. So yeah, I'd say anywhere between 12 to 14, which averages out to be about 650 sessions in a year, so it definitely keeps me busy. I edit so much. Oh, didn't see you over there. Thanks to Honeybook. Yeah, staying organized as a photographer is really important, and I think it's definitely something that if you just start shooting and not really pay attention to how you're organizing your files, you're gonna regret that you didn't build in a better system. And I know that firsthand, because going back and doing it afterwards, it's a pain in the butt. So I have a really dialed in system. We'll probably put together a video in the near future of just my workflow, my editing, and also my storage, and how I keep all my files together. As far as like keeping up with ideas for my couples when I'm doing 12 to 14, whatever, sessions in a week, I think you, as a photographer, especially when you deal with like clients or families, you have a system. You know the general shots that you're looking for, then based off the family or the couple and their own individual personalities, you kind of roll with it and see what's fun, or if someone's a little bit more serious, you go for more of a romantic style, and there's a lot of different ways you can approach it. For me, I just kind of feel it in the moment, talk to the people, see where they're from, see what they're about, and go with that, so. Whew. Yeah, that's really tough to pick, because like Banff is such a big area that has anywhere you point a camera. I could do a photo shoot in my backyard and it would turn out beautiful. I'd say my favorite 2 spots are Two Jack Lake and Vermilion Lake. They both have 2 unique perspectives of Rundle Mountain, which is probably my favorite mountain in the area. Yeah, they have a bunch of different kind of angles and they're versatile. Like you just turn in one direction, and yeah, those are probably my 2 favorite spots currently. Short answer is no. I've answered this before. Short answer is no. Nobody's been rejected during a proposal. When it happens, it's a lot. It's a big moment. There's a lot of emotions that are coming up. So sometimes it might seem like they're in shock. They might scream no, which has happened in a couple. No. But no, everyone said yes. Everyone's been super happy. So $100 billion. So yeah, depending on which package you get of mine, it'll range in prices. My entry level package, which I like to have just so if you just want a handful of photos or if you're just looking to just get the proposal and a couple engagement sessions, my base cam package starts at $450. My summit package goes up to $950. Those are for general portraits, like couple, family, maternity. For weddings, for events, for conferences, those are quoted on a case-by-case basis. Same for branding and lifestyle, just because everyone is so different. So I have, and I will. I have and I would again. Yeah, I love Emerald Lake. I love shooting there. It's really important you get there at the right time of day because where the sun rises and the mix between how busy it can get, definitely hitting there at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning during the summer, and then kind of getting it towards like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. in the winter. But yeah, I've shot there and I would happily go there again. Yes, I do. Maybe it would be funny if I've actually shot them. Like with the camera. With the camera, folks. Yes, I do family photography. I do family portraits and stuff like that. And if you send me a DM, hopefully we got back to you. Okay, now I actually need to focus on cooking so I don't light my house on fire. So we'll check back in a second. Some bok choy, lemon, cashews. We got onion, we got garlic. And right here, got some of the finest crispy tofu in all the land. Anytime to the Residence Laferriere. Whoa, test 1 2 1 2. That is dark. Yeah, I'd say like some of the funniest photos I've ever taken are ones that are like by accident or like someone's making a silly face because they're blinking. I definitely have a ton of bloopers, and usually when I deliver a gallery, I'll always include a couple funny ones. Kids always make the darndest faces as well. And then dogs. Whenever dogs are a part of photo shoots, that just kills me. They're usually jumping around, their tongues out and stuff, so dogs are funny. We love dogs. Big fan of dogs on this channel. Yeah, I think that's a really hard question. That's a very like big existential question that I probably need to think on a little bit more, but for me, I think it's really important to be grateful, show your gratitude for the people around you, say it out in the universe, write it down in a journal, whatever, but just remember like this experience we're having as humans is very temporary, so just be really present of where you are in the moment, love the people around you, and don't be shy to tell them. Head or heart? Yeah, I'd say, I think my heart, I'm a very like intuition based guy, so I usually, if something doesn't feel right, I'd say that comes from the heart rather than just like thinking about it logically. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But yeah, generally I'm thinking or making decisions from my heart and letting kind of intuition guide the way. Do I have any internet stalkers? Well, not that I know of, so I mean, they could be out there, but... Well, my address is on Cedar Point Drive in Barrie, Ontario. No, I do not have, not that I'm aware of, I do not have any stalkers. I have a couple people that regularly comment on my videos and send me messages and stuff. We love that, love you. But not any stalkers that are being like extra sneaky about it. That didn't make any sense. No, I do not have any stalkers that I'm aware of. What makes a good photographer? With photography, like a lot, it's an art. It's subjective. What I like is gonna be totally different than the person next to me, what they like. I think what really matters is that you're telling cool stories. You're pushing the boundaries of your photography. You're trying something new. You're trying to grow as an artist. I think that's all that really matters. What I think or what Joe Blow thinks, it doesn't really, it shouldn't have an impact on how you kind of express yourself as an artist. All right, next, that's all, we're good. Thanks for coming to the show, guys. We'll see you next week. Whew. Okay, that was a lot. That's a lot of brain thinkings happening there. If we didn't answer your questions this week, leave it in the comments. We'll probably do these like, probably a couple times a year just to keep things fresh. Always kind of keep an open line of communication with you guys that are watching. Time to shut her down. Maybe go have a cookie. We'll be back next week with another one. Another one. Hope you guys enjoyed this big road trip series that started off in Banff, looped to the west coast of America, down to California, up and around through Utah. It's been a lot of fun. It's been tiring, but hope you guys enjoy. A lot of love and effort goes into this from me and my team. So thank you. We'll see you next week.